He asks if they're married and feels relieved when she tells him they aren't yet. He then asks Chen Zhen what his master has. They quickly begin to fight after he has been instructed. The wind blows and they both shelter. Their eyes were blindfolded as they continue to fight. The duel concludes in a tie. With Funakoshi, Chen Jun's abilities have left me impressed. He explains that if he learns to adapt opponents' movements, he will always be unbeatable. He assures him that their challenge is over. He is presently returning to Japan. He assures him that he will fight General Fujita and his incredible strength. Funakoshi notifies the ambassador about the intentions of General Fujita and how he plans to conquer all of China. The ambassador believes it is impossible, provides a metaphorical illustration. However, he quickly realizes that conflict would be unavoidable with folks like General. Fujita Tingan went to see Chen Zhen and met Mitsuko instead. She invites him inside and serves him tea. He asks if they are happy, and she informs him, yes, they are. At that point, Chen Zhen arrives home. They go outdoors to discuss. Ting An asks if he is practicing, and Chen Zhen says that he misses Jingwu, however, has a new life now. Ting An informs him that his girlfriend is now I live with him. In addition, he can bring Mitsuko to Jingwu. Chen Zhen argues that they will not. Accept Mitsuko as she is, Japanese. Mitsuko hides and listens to them. Conversation. Ting An shows him his new style. Learned. Chen Zhen joins him to demonstrate that knows the moves too. Ting An informs him that he will be facing the next day. He makes him pledge to teach, explain the technique to the other pupils. Chen Zhen returns to the hut to find a letter from Mitsuko. She wrote that she decided to come home. She recognizes the importance of the fight for him and does not want him to lose. Staying with him and supporting his cause. Bring him back. General Fujita prepares for the fight at his whereabouts on the day it will occur. Ting An also prepares and leaves alone. But Chen Zhen walks up and offers to go. I'm with him. General Fujita finds that Funakoshi has fled that morning, but orders that the fight will still happen and he will handle it. He handled the situation on his own. Chen Zhen and Ting An arrive at General Fujita. He tells them he has something to show them. He confronts the student who killed the cook at Jingwu and explains how he and the cook accepted a bribe to kill Master Huo. Yuan Jia. He then shoots him directly in the head while they are watching. He shows them a notice that reads, Jingwu is closed, and informs them that they must overcome him. Keep the school open. Ting An rushes towards him, but the general throws him with only one hand. Ting An tries to fight, but quickly becomes weak, and Chen Zhen takes over while sitting in the corner. During the fight, General Fujita takes. He gains the upper hand and begins to act arrogantly. Chen Zhen remembered what Funakoshi said. He talked about adapting to his opponent's moves. During this round, Chen Zhen throws the majority of the kicks, causes general bleeding. They head outside while the fight continues. Chen Zhen was injured and General Fujita advances in the struggle. He repairs his broken arm and defeats General. Fujita is unable to get up from the floor. Chen Zhen approaches Ting An and asks if he is fine before deciding to take him. I'm with him. As they prepare to leave, General Fujita takes a sword and stabs Ting An's arm, continues to attack Chen Zhen. Chen Zhen removes his belt and defends. He carries it with him. The general is feeble, but he still stands up to battle. Chen Zhen eventually utilizes his belt as a guide. He thrusts the blade into the general's neck and cuts him. As they prepare to leave, the general's soldiers rush in and discover that their commander has died. The ambassador quickly joins them and inform him about the death. The police arrive and they all pull out their firearms, but the Japanese soldier informs they should put down their firearms. The captain briefs him about Chan Zhen and Ting An as Chinese and under their custody. The ambassador instructs everyone to hold their fires and informs them that the situation should be handled peacefully. The Japanese ambassador demands to know who killed the general and held that guy responsible. Chen Zhen accepts responsibility for preventing China from going to war. He then departs Shanghai to be with Mitsuko.